Georgina Meloni, the Prime Minister of Italy, have always backed African leaders just like Ibrahim Traore. She always used this example of a boy that works in a gold mine in Burkina Faso that is so impoverished, that is so poor, that lives on less than $1 every single day, that struggles to feed, that lives in a bad economy, bad health.
This is a child working in a gold mine in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is one of the poorest nations in the world. For Burkina Faso, which has gold, France prints colonial currency. In return, it demands that 50% of everything Burkina Faso exports ends up in the coffers of the French treasury.
She will always use that as an example. And I love Georgina Meloni. She's one of the leaders that I adore. She's one of the leaders I wish that we have down here in Africa. But I think this is actually two-sided. I think that the Europeans are to be blamed, part of what is happening in Africa, and that they wish to control the leaders that is in Africa. Take our natural resources, which these Africans cannot even buy. When they take gold in a raw form in Burkina Faso and takes it to France, they refine it in France. Even those that work in that gold refinery cannot buy the gold that is refined in France. They cannot afford it. So I see the part that Georgina Meloni is actually playing. But one thing I always have to say is that the African leaders, the African individuals had their own part to play. The part of saying no. When I was saying this, was it around last year? A lot of people were saying no, they cannot stand up. These European leaders are on their neck. They cannot allow them to breathe. They cannot allow them to do so and so. It is because they are selfish. They're actually looking out for their own pocket instead of the well-being of the citizens they're actually governing. An example is Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso's Ibrahim Traore came up and told the France, get out of my country. I don't want to find you in my uranium. I don't want to find you around my gold. And guess what? France and their military are out of Burkina Faso. So how come you tell me the leaders find it too hard? They are being terrorized. They are not being terrorized. They have a part to play. They have a part to play by saying no. So I think there are two parts to be played. Europeans have to understand that the impoverishment they cause in Africa is quite alarming and they need to stop. And we have our leaders, the elites in this country, who are being fed so much, who depend on the aids that they bring into their country rather